Hey, what's up? A-Aron here for another reaction of Angelina Jordan at the young age of 8. Here she's doing I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, which is a song that I know from, John Mellencamp, Jackson 5, and even Amy Winehouse performed, which we know that she's influenced by Amy. In fact, I'm about to be doing some reactions to Back to Black coming up here very soon. And some of you don't like the fact that I say that she's influenced by Amy, but like it or not, she was clearly. She did a lot of her stuff, and so clearly followed her. But I think there's some aspects of Amy's sound that have served her very well, and I do hear influences of Amy even all the way up to the age of 18. Now that I've listened to Angelina. That said, let's dive right in. This is age 8, Angelina Jordan on live TV on Christmas Day. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
Ooh.
She didn't see me creep down the stairs to ever peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. That I saw mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beat so slowly. What left it would happen if Daddy I've only seen mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
So I want to take that back, right as it comes into that next verse. Um, yeah, let's hold off on that. Wow, so gosh, she sounds so good even at such an early age, and it always blows me away. I mean, every time. So again, we see her barefoot, obviously very comfortable on stage. Um, Impeccable timing, um, her pitch accuracy, her feeling and intuition of this understanding, or excuse me, an understanding of the song is incredible. Now this has a very different feel than any of the other versions I'm familiar with. So maybe there is another and look, again, some of you don't like when I talk about, she's emulating, but we see at a very early age she's almost always like completely trying to emulate somebody, and it's a good thing. It's what's developed her. So why would you, I don't understand why people beat that up. But anyway, I'm guessing there is a song out there, done like this that she's emulating. That's my guess, but I'm not familiar with it. I don't know one that has this instrumentation, right? We've got drums, bass, piano, flute. Flute is really nice. And so, and maybe I've even heard it, but I'm not recollecting, right, any version of this. But then this has kind of that bossa nova-y feel to it. Right? It really feels bossa nova to me. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. But she feels that. She's actually driving it really well. Now, we did a full concert with her, where we had Amy Winehouse tune, and that had a bossa nova feel too, I believe. And Amy Winehouse does this version of her. So, but there might be some influences there, is what I'm saying. But I don't feel like she's actually emulating Amy Winehouse's singing here. And in fact, I can't think of another performance at the age of 8 even 9 that I could think of. Well, no, 9 she did, but 8 that I can think of where she's actually creating her own sound. I feel like either there's not someone I'm familiar with here, but no, there's no way. This is Angelina in what I'm familiar with in the first time. And I actually have gone back and looked, and I'm almost done with at least what I can find on Dimly Lit. Now there obviously is going to be other performances out there, but that means I'm probably at least 80 or 90% through her, 8-year-old, 6, 7, and 8-year-old performances that exist in recording. So I'm almost through those and almost completely onto 9 and 10. So, but she has her own sound here. Um, you know, it's still that early age vibrato that's kind of the extreme that isn't quite refined yet, and you see all these early jazz influences in her sound. Most particular to me is Billie Holiday. But a lot of that early jazz is here and you hear it. And I feel like it's giving her that ability to understand that swing that is, prevalent in bossa nova, right? The way she carries the notes on and so forth. And we saw that especially that feel, that break. There's a break here with a nice little solo, or I don't recall if it's a solo now. I've done talking and and so forth. But as we get back into the second verse, when she gets back to it, the constraint she uses, the maturity she has here to be able to really feel that laid back, swingy feel and get into the beat right from the get-go and not rush that. The amount of discipline that takes I mean, she's so mature here at the ripe young age of 8. So I think it's probably about here. But listen just how she's right in the pocket. And yeah, there was a flute solo. And we'll keep listening from there because I haven't yet.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus
Ooh, and then the drums.
underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the
I don't think I mentioned the guitar and the instrumentation, but that's a huge part of it rhythmically here. All right, rhythm guitar.
last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peek. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. What laughter would happen if Daddy had only seen mommy kissing Santa Claus last night? What laughter would happen if Daddy had only seen mommy kissing Santa Claus last night?
That is the sustaining of that note is so
Santa Claus
precious.
last
So one other thing I want to comment here is, I don't think I've talked much about it, certainly in the earlier years. But the use of dynamics, the ability to, change how loud and soft you are, and to be able to talk like this, and then to continue to increase it and to eventually come like this, and then rise it in, and then like these types of things. That's dynamics, right? And we actually don't see a tremendous use of dynamics in the early ages, but I've noticed that she has absolute mastery of this, even at the age of 12, like that Quincy Jones performance, for example, right? Um, and so that's something I want to pay more attention to as she continues to progress in these early years to see where she begins experimenting with that because she clearly learned it very well. And don't get me wrong, she's even here at 8. she's using them. And well, it's none of it sounds bad. Like there's none of it that sounds poor. I just don't think I'll bet she, or actually, I shouldn't say I'll bet. I know she grows significantly from here from that perspective. So it'll be interesting to see where and how she does that. So, wow, this was a real treat. And I know she has a whole bunch more Christmas stuff, including an album. So, or at least she appeared on, I think she had her own album, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll definitely be getting into that. That said, thank you much, for those of you that have not yet, which is most people watching this, subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and do so now. And also, if you're an Angelina fan, an Angel, we do have a specific membership for you. You can check that out with the link in the description here. Otherwise, regardless, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you much.